Hello everyone and welcome to #ShareAStory. My name is Nicola and I'm currently playing Dandini in Cinderella at the Derby Arena in Derbyshire. So today I am going to be reading you this beautiful book called Bear's Winter Party, written by Deborah and beautifully illustrated by Lisa Sinar and published by Groundwood books. Enjoy! Bear lived in a forest on the side of a mountain. He felt at home among the trees. He nibbled on sweet wild berries. He sipped cool water from the stream. He breathed in the fresh mountain air. Bear loved living in the forest, but sometimes he got lonely. When Bear picked berries, Deer ran and hid deep in the woods. When Bear fished in the stream, Beaver slapped his tail and dove underwater. When Bear collected hazelnuts and honey, Chickadee flew to the top of the tallest tree. Squirrel scurried into her nest, and Hare hopped away, and Fox slipped into his burrow. Wherever he went, Bear heard the other animals talking about him. "He's so big," said Squirrel. "His claws are long," said Hare. "His teeth are sharp," said Deer. "His voice makes a rumbling sound," said Chickadee. Bear spent the summer by himself. In the fall, he was still alone. "I wish I had a friend," he said. Bear saw that the days were growing short and the air was getting chilly. It was almost time for his long winter sleep. "I need to do something now," he said. Bear got to work. He made invitations. "Come to my winter party," they said. He then delivered them. One for Deer, deep in the woods, one for Beaver in the stream, one for Fox at his burrow, and another for Chickadee high up in a tree. He left the last ones for Hare and Squirrel outside their homes. And if we have a look, we can see all our animals here getting their invitations to Bear's party. Will they come? We'll have to see. Bear hurried back to his den. He swept the floor. He hung an evergreen bough on his front door. He decorated his walls with sprigs of holly and bright red berries. He roasted hazelnuts and made trays of huckleberry tarts and honey ginger cookies. They sound good, don't they? Then he lit a fire in the fireplace and set a lantern in the window. Last of all, he brewed a big pot of spiced cranberry tea. He was ready. And you know, he was more than ready. Look at all these snacks. Look at all those snacks. Absolutely ready for a party is Bear. Bear looked out the window. He saw that snowflakes were falling and the afternoon was growing dark. "No one is coming," he said sadly. When he had almost given up hope, Bear saw Deer peeking out from behind a tree. With him were Beaver and Fox. Chickadee, Hare and Squirrel were there too. What will they do? Bear wondered. Chickadee was brave. She flew to the window of Bear's den. She peeked in and saw how warm and beautiful it was. "Let's go in," she called to the others. And slowly, very slowly, the animals crept closer to the den. When they finally got to the door, Beaver knocked. Just a tiny knock. "We're here for the party," he said in a small voice. "Come in," said Bear. "I'm so glad to meet you." All the animals squeezed inside. Bear passed around bowls of roasted hazelnuts and plates of honey ginger cookies and huckleberry tarts. He poured cups of spiced cranberry tea. "Would anyone like seconds?" he asked. At first, the animals were quiet, but one by one they began to talk. "These nuts are delicious," said Squirrel. "May I have another cup of tea?" asked Hare. Fox said, "I didn't know bears could bake." Bear smiled. "I love to bake," he said. "Would you like another cookie?" Look at them all around the table, enjoying all the treats. Oh, looks like a great party. After the animals finished their tea and treats, Chickadee suggested they have a sing-along. "I'll start," she said, "and you can all join in." Soon the animals were singing and tapping their feet. Beaver tapped his tail. Bear clapped his paws in time with the music. Then Fox pulled out his harmonica and began to play. Bear did a little jig in the middle of the room and everyone cheered. It's becoming a dance party, how exciting. Would anyone like to dance with me? Asked Bear. Before long, the whole group was dancing. Round and round the den they went, swinging and swaying, whirling and twirling, bobbing and bouncing. This is so much fun, said Hare. I could dance forever, said Bear. After many songs, the music slowed down and the dancing stopped. Bear saw that the lantern was burning low and the fire was almost out. He knew his party was ending. As the animals got ready to leave, Bear said, "Thank you for coming. I hope you had a good time." He then gave each of them a gift, a jar of his own blackberry jam tied with ribbon. "I made it myself," he said. "That was a great party," said Fox. "Thank you for inviting me," said Deer. "I'd like to come back," said Beaver. "Sleep well," said Squirrel. "See you in the spring," said Hare. Look at them with all their hats on as well, don't they look good? Bear gave each one of them a furry big hug. "Come again," he said. Chickadee kissed Bear on his cheek. "You're a good friend," she said. The animals wandered through the trees back to their own homes, and Bear heard them humming as they went. He looked out the window. The snow was falling quickly now. Soon the whole forest would be covered in a thick blanket of white. Bear put the dishes in the sink. He blew out the lantern and climbed into his bed. "It's time to go to sleep," he said, with a big yawn. He pulled the quilt up to his chin and closed his eyes. And as he drifted off, he gave a happy sigh, for Bear knew that when spring came and he woke up, he would have a forest full of friends. Thank you so much for joining us today for #Share a Story from Roundabout Dramatherapy. Please help bring joy this season with a donation to fund a drama therapy session, empowering people to rebuild and find their voices. Your help can really change lives. Thank you so much and have a wonderful Christmas. Bye everyone!